All right, guys. What's up? Make sure you hit that like button as soon as you come in the building. Just hit that like button, smash it. Hit that PayPal, hit that super chat. This is the only channel I ever see where nobody ever hits the super chat. Hit the super chat, hit the PayPal, hit the Cash App. Treat these like live streams. I do this because YouTube prevented me from going live on this channel. I would go live. If you want to see my live streams, make sure you go to the description box and subscribe to Living Room Gangster TV, as well as all my other channels, so you can see me live. But let's get into it. The aftermath of Black Lives Matter is just really dangerous, and it's causing a lot of people harm. Let's get into it.
News since 5 o'clock, a woman who was kidnapped and robbed while leaving the hair salon says she forgives her kid.
Smash on the Rosie O'Donnell looking joint, man. Spiggity, man. Shout out to White Man Can't Jump, man. And a nigga used to get his Jeffrey Tubin on the White Men Can't Jump on the regular back in '92, man.
News since 5 o'clock, a woman who was kidnapped and robbed while leaving the hair salon says she forgives her kidnapper, but she wants him off the streets. Channel 2's Audrey Washington has the woman's incredible story of survival.
He said, "Drive or I'm going to blow your effing head off."
Those are the words Robin Cawthon heard as she sat in her Jeep on September 25th. She had just left a hair salon on Piedmont Road, and suddenly a strange man was in her back seat.
The exact same time I'm getting in.
Okay. Okay. A strange man. Is there any other way to describe this man other than that he's strange? Any other descriptors? Because look, I didn't make this a racial jungle. You and Joe Biden did. You liberals did. You liberals and Joe Biden made this a racial jungle. Everything's about race. Race. I did not do this. I refuse. Hit one if you refuse to take the blame for making everything about race. I refuse. I don't care. F you. I ain't making like this. There gotta be another way to describe this guy.
She had just left a hair salon on Piedmont Road, and suddenly a strange man was in her back seat.
The exact same time I'm getting in, this man is getting in.
Robin says the man made her drive to her bank and take out hundreds of dollars. She says along the way, she told him about herself. She's a mother of 2 and a breast cancer survivor. She says that's when the man told her his name was Robert and that he needed the money to feed his young son.
He said, "Well, don't act like it's okay what I'm doing. It's not okay."
Robin says she eventually dropped Robert off at a gas station in Atlantic Station. Police say just a few days later, the suspect struck again. This time, he kidnapped and robbed a woman at this gas station on Sidney Marcus Boulevard. If Robert happens to watch this, what do you want to say to him?
The same thing I said to him before he got out of the car, and that's, I said, "Robert, I want you to be the man you want your son to be."
Powerful words right there on Channel 2.
Now that white woman can't be like, F that nigga. She can't be like, "Look, you nigga, you took my money. I want my money back, you goddamn moon cricket." She can't say that. She gotta be the man you want your son. Whatever, man. Come on, man. That man that took you through an ordeal and robbed. You know that ain't what you want to say.
Be the man you want your son to be.
Powerful words right there. And Channel 2's Audrey Washington joins us now live from Cobb County, where you spoke with that woman, Audrey. And she told you that she just had a feeling. She knew that the man wouldn't hurt her.
That's right. right. She told me the more she spoke with the man, the more he actually apologized. Also, she said she never saw a gun. Now, some...
Okay, let me just break this down to you. The whole, I knew he wasn't going to hurt me. Well, two things. If you had denied his request, he would have hurt you. I've been there. I've been on both sides of this situation. I've been on both sides. I got robbed. I got robbed at gunpoint several times, man. That's part of, when you trying to sell drugs or trying to hang out, on the block or whatever, hang out with guys. That's part of it. Like, I be hearing dudes act like getting robbed is like some kind of thing that just is like a strike against your manhood or something. Man, do you gonna get robbed, brother? Trust me. I tell y'all a story. I remember one time I got robbed, right? Standing in front of my house. I'm glad the dudes ain't come in the house. But, they just robbed. We was standing out front, kicking it. Nigga had like $1 in his pocket. I ain't carry no cash like that on me. You know what I'm saying? That day or whatever. I just had, just $1, a bus pass or some shit like in my pocket. It was off the late night. I had some shorts on and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just hanging out on the porch. Two dudes walked up. It was me and my man Donnie. Robbed us. My other man had just went in the house to use the bathroom. Came out, robbed us. Boom. We turn around, these niggas got a gun in our face, and the other dude is frisking us. One dude standing about 4 or 5 feet back, just out of arm's reach, and the other dude is patting us down. So, they rob us, whatever. They leave. My man comes out the bathroom. He like, what? We like, man, some dudes just robbed us. He come out. We hop in the car. We go looking for the dudes. We don't find the guys, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Didn't find them. It was probably like 2 minutes later, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know where the hell they went. But anyway, a couple of days later, they took my man's jacket. The only thing of value they got was my man Donnie. They got his jacket. He had a fresh like LRG jacket. It was fresh. It had a nice stitched insignia on the back or whatever. It was fresh. He was like the only dude that I knew who had that jacket. So a couple of days later, my man Zoe, he wasn't there that night. He come over there. He like, man, I got robbed the other night, and I think it was the same dudes who robbed you. They robbed y'all. And he was like, oh, for real? He was like, how you know it was the same dudes that robbed us? He was like, because he had on Donnie jacket. We was dying laughing, man. But we did when you do what they say, I done been pistol whipped during a robbery. Yeah, in Richmond, Virginia. What is 1999 or something like that, like whatever. Down there in college. Hanging with the wrong crowd in the hood or whatever, and youngins robbed us. These niggas was like 17. Well, I was young. I was like 20 something years old, 21, something like that. But these were some youngins. Robbed us. Pistol whooped the nigga. So, I mean, like, if you do, and I did what they said, I just didn't do it fast enough. So, this whole thing, she knew I don't want to hear that shit. Cut that shit out. You did exactly what this nigga told you to do expeditiously. And he still could have killed your ass. But you lucky. I don't hear that. I knew he wasn't going to. Maybe her spirit, sometimes you get a spirit about somebody. I get that. She an older woman. She probably got vibes. She probably picked up a vibe or something at this guy. If she did exactly what he did, as he wanted her to do promptly, he wouldn't hurt her. Because that's the caveat. I had a feeling that if I did exactly what he told me to do, to the letter of the law, promptly and quickly and expeditiously, without doing anything that he might think was bringing attention to us, he wasn't going to harm me. But this whole, I didn't think he was going to harm me without the caveat, that's bullshit.
Also, Also, she said she never saw a gun. Now, something that is really important to mention, she told me that the man actually said to her, "I bet you hate black people now." And she said, "Robert, there is no hate in my heart." Also, we want to mention that we went ahead and...
Yeah, she gonna say that. What she was supposed to say? Yeah, I hate black people now. Especially in this time, she supposed to get on the news and be like, yeah, I hate black people now. Shit, I will hate you niggas, man. You niggas do some foul shit. But I know it was some niggas you robbed. Them niggas that hate your ass. But look, she on her woke shit. She still get to be woke. She get to be the good white woman. I was robbed and I still don't hate black people.
She spoke with the man, the more he actually apologized. Also, she said she never saw a gun. Now, something that is really important to mention, she told me that the man actually said to her, "I bet you hate black people now." And she said, "Robert, there is no hate in my heart." Also, we want to mention that we went ahead and posted that video, the surveillance video, to our website. Anyone who recognizes that guy is urged to call Atlanta police. Right now, we are live here in Cobb County, Audrey Washington, Channel 2 Action News.
Now, I wanted to show you these couple of stories from St. Louis just to give you let you understand how carjackings, like, there was a carjacking up the street from my house. A violent carjacking, brutal joint that made the news a couple weeks ago. And DC police are saying there's a surge in carjackings. And everywhere it's like that. Everywhere. And you know who's doing it. And you know who's being victimized mostly by it. The majority of the victims of it are who they are. But if you just look at this from St. Louis, like, a woman was killed during a carjacking. A woman killed a carjacker in St. Louis. A woman killed a carjacker in St. Louis. Just think about that, man. It's so prevalent right now. This is what's going on. This is one of the biggest things that's going on.
We are following a developing story in St. Louis. Police investigating a deadly crash in the Grand Center neighborhood, and they say it's connected to a carjacking. Police say the vehicle involved in the crash was carjacked from a woman a few minutes before the crash around the corner on Vandeventer. We'll update this story on the 5 on Your Side app when we get more information.
So, police identify suspected carjacker shot and killed by woman in St. Louis. So this guy wasn't that lucky. This woman didn't get a feeling that this guy wasn't going to hurt her. I just got a sense that he wasn't going to hurt me. Nah. A 29-year-old woman who told police she was robbed and carjacked in St. Louis Monday shot and killed her attacker. 5 on Your Side has learned. The victim told police she was going into a business at about 3:30 p.m. Broad daylight. Okay? The 1000 block of North Vandeventer to get her paycheck. Oh, so homie was out here. She went to go get her paycheck and she was robbed while she was returning to her car, according to the source familiar with the investigation. She jumped into her car, got her own gun, and shot the suspect once in the stomach before he fled in her car. Listen, how many of y'all just love these type stories? I love these stories. It ain't too fun when the rabbit got the gun, huh? It's not so fun when the rabbit got the gun. Now listen, if this guy would have gotten away with carjacking this woman and the police would have caught up with him and the police would have had to kill him, there would be protesting would this happen in St. Louis? There would be protesting in California, New York, Florida, Texas. Washington State, Oregon, over this guy, over this pillar of the community. If the woman hadn't killed him, and the cops had to kill him. But I'm glad she saved us goddamn another fucking hashtag Negro by doing it her damn self. And I bring you these stories to show you, most people on, most channels not going to show you the when the rabbit got the gun. Real people, man. These are real people, man, going through this shit, man. I know a lot of channels is cool to talk about some nigga that got shot by a cop or some shit, or some junkie who OD'd in the back of a squad car. What about regular people like us, man? Hit that like button, man. Hit that PayPal, hit that Cash App. She jumped into her car, got her own gun, and shot the suspect once in the stomach before he fled in her car, according to the source. At about the same time, she called police. A neighboring police district got a call for an incident with injuries in the 3700 block of Finney Avenue, about a half-mile away. Officers found a victim's stolen car along with a man inside who had been shot in the stomach. He was taken to the hospital and pronounced dead shortly before 4 p.m. The man was identified Wednesday as 25-year-old Tyrell Williams. Now let's pretend like this is one of them pictures on one of them slots on the gun memorial with no picture. Sometimes the gun memorial they don't have no picture, or just blank with the name on it. Give me a race for Tyrell Williams, y'all. 25-year-old Tyrell Williams. Meanwhile, paramedics treated the carjacking victim at the scene. She had an injury to her leg, which she told police she got when she fell from her car during the robbery. Homicide detectives interviewed the victim and released her. Okay, so listen, man. This is why you have to come here to get the real news. How many of y'all thought that the biggest issue in Louisville was a young black EMT sleeping in her bed and the cops just burst in and killed her for no reason? Not if you thought that, just if you heard that. The biggest thing in Louisville was the fact that EMTs can't sleep in their bed no more. They got to keep one eye open, because the cop might just bust in the door and shoot him for being black. That's all that's going on in Louisville. Other than that, nothing else going on in Louisville. I told you this shit was nationwide, man. In the year of Black Lives Matter, a lot of people are talking, well, not a lot of people, no one's talking about it. We talk a lot about the murders. We talk a lot about the murders here. Which is, the finito crime, which is bad, it's terrible to get murdered. And that's why we talk about it a lot. The spike, the increase in the murders this year during the year of Black Lives Matter. And the fact that the vast majority of the suspects are black and the vast majority of the victims are black in the year of Black Lives Matter. Also, though, you got to understand that there's also another thing going on that people, if they're not going to talk about the murders, they ain't going to talk about this. If they ain't going to say shit about the murders, you can cancel Christmas on them mentioning this. Victims urge vigilance as Louisville police report a 414 increase in summer carjackings. Okay? So these are the latest numbers. It's continued into the fall, but 414% increase. And we've done stories on this channel and other channels, and all the suspects is named Tyrell, Daquan, Deshaun. Mar something, Marquell, Marcavius, Martell, just something, love something. Okay. 414 increases. I mean, that's a lot, Jack. Whatever happened to the old days? 10%. It been a 10% increase in, like, goddamn, you niggas in 2020, just Lord. And the reason I'm highlighting this in Louisville, because you would think, this is a place where you would think, where they're trying to make you think that the only thing that's going on is dirty cops. Like, cops just busted in black people's houses and killed. That's the only thing you really have to worry about. Other than that, pretty ho-hum, boring town. It's a sleepy southern city. Other than that, somebody just sent me a PayPal. Salute, man. Salute to you, bro, man. Always enjoy receiving the donations, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. My man Kendall. But yeah, I just like to use Louisville as an example because when you like, really? This, not 41% increase, 414% increase in Louisville. And all the suspects is black. All of them is black in Louisville. The vast majority of the victims are black, but all the suspects are black. The video I did a little while ago, like a month ago, every suspect was black. Every single one of them. And the majority of the victims was black. Not all the victims were black, but a majority of them. Like 60% of them were black. And this seemed like an issue that you would like damn, like, if you were a news organization, you like, hey, wait a second. Okay, while this story about Breonna is drawing our attention to this city, let's also talk about the fact that carjackings are up 414%. And we'll just ignore the fact that murders have doubled. Murders have doubled this year in Louisville. They've doubled. Let's ignore the fact that murders have doubled. So they're up 1,000%. Let's just forget that. We ain't gonna talk about the fact that murders have doubled. Like, completely 1,000%. Murders up 1,000%. We'll ignore that one. But you think it might want to stay like, goddamn, well. And yeah, they got a federal task force in there and whatnot, and that's great. I think it's great that they got a federal task force. That at least the feds ain't ignoring this. Your mainstream news media's ignoring it. Your black YouTubers are ignoring it. And this ain't just Louisville. I'm just highlighting Louisville. This is everywhere. Carjackings are going through the roof. But it's just interesting that in Louisville, like, damn. So, listen, man. Look, it is what it is. Hope this federal task force can do something about it. Then more black men in jail. There are too many black men in jail and shit. Now we gotta hear about. So now there's gonna be more black men in jail. Then they gotta hunt these suspects down. And there's more violent interactions with violent criminals, because a guy who will carjack you is a violent criminal. I don't care what you say. He was going to college. He was about to start college in the fall. He was about to start college in the fall. I get it. He was taking classes at the community college. He was a good kid. He liked to make people smile. I get it. Trust me, I completely get it. He made people smile all the time. He told great jokes. I get it. I got it. He was about to start college sometime in the future. At some point in the future, he was going to start college. Can't verify that. There's no way to. Do you have a application with his name on it? Is there some kind of? Do you have a school, a name of a school? Would he been in contact with a school recruiter? Anything, but whatever. According to you, he was going to start college soon. Okay. But he's a violent criminal. And when the police got to go find these guys, it could end up bad. Okay? It could end up bad. It could end up really, really bad. But make sure you hit the like button, man. Subscribe. But I was trying to tell you, yes, they're killing people out here, but they're also doing a lot of carjackings. Lot. Like a lot. Like they're doing a whole lot of carjackings out here in every city. The year of Black Lives Matter. So, just to let y'all know. So y'all know. Because the mainstream media that you pay your cable bill to get CNN and MSNBC, you pay for that shit too. That shit ain't free. Don't pay your cable bill for a couple months and then turn on your TV and go try to turn to CNN. I dare you. Discontinue your cable service, then grab your remote, turn the TV on, and click on CNN. I dare you. I dare you. Do not pay your cable bill for a few months, then go to your cable, your TV, and try to access MSNBC. I double dog dare you. I guarantee you it won't come on. You pay for that shit. It's part of your cable package. Yes, MSNBC and CNN are accepting donations via your cable bill. And if you don't believe me, don't pay your cable bill and then try to access CNN or MSNBC. Just do it. Let's hit one if you want to take the not to pay your cable bill for 3 months challenge and then try to watch CNN. Hit one if you're going to do that. If you think that you still going to be able to watch CNN on your TV or MSNBC on your TV. Hit one if you think that you can do that and still watch CNN on your TV. You won't. So, it is what it is. They dereliction of duty, man. They not reporting on this stuff. Keep your eyes open, man. Keep your eyes open in your wallet, in your front pocket.